What is up, everyone? It's Kamikaze here today, and today I wanted to talk about the very important subject of pay to win in Call of Duty Mobile. Now, I gotta say, I am very impressed with Season 3 and, like, the amount of just awesomeness that has come out of it. I've never been in a game that I guess has made updates where it's supposed to make players feel happy rather than, I guess, get money out of them. Yeah, they are trying to get money, but, like, they're trying to make the players happy so that they pay. And, I mean, well, actually, I can't really even say almost everything. I can honestly say everything in that update, I was like, yes, I was very happy about and I was very excited about. The one thing that like I was a little bit confused about, and that was like really one small thing, and that was the fact that they didn't like nerf the Sparrow like even slightly. I was a little bit confused, like why wouldn't they do that? Because it's a very overpowered weapon in my opinion. So they didn't do that, but that was like so minuscule. Like the update was absolutely amazing. It improved almost everything all across the board. Like from zombies all the way to multiplayer, I was very happy. And it also improved pay to win very slightly now. Now we'll have to see what other weapons are added in, as the update progresses. But you know, so far, it was looking good, and here's why. Redeem points, and then also the new ICR1 free skin. Yes, that is right, guys. Free skin. So you can get the ICR1, which was a pay-to-win weapon, guys. It was not just a skin. It was a weapon that you guys could not get unless you paid at all. Like, there was no other way. So I think, you know, that is insane that we finally kind of received this weapon. You can buy it, and not even for, like, expensive, for super cheap, guys. For, like, I think it was, like, 3,000, credits. That is so cheap. It would only take you like a couple days just to get that weapon. So I gotta say, like, honestly, thank you, Activision, it's actually Tencent Games that like did this. Very, very nice update, and I am very happy to play this game. Like, they didn't have to do that. They really didn't, because you have to understand here, like, anything that a free-to-play player, like, anything they give to a free-to-play player, we have to take as a gift, I think, and be thankful for that. Because really and truly, we're not doing very much. Like, we're not for them, we're just kind of like playing their game. We're not giving anything to them. They're not getting any money out of us. Like, we're not watching ads or anything. They're not getting like generating ad revenue, or like they're getting nothing from us. And yet, you know, they're giving us free stuff. Well, not free, of course, but it's going to take a couple thousand points. But like, that's very nice, I think, and I'm very happy about that. And I think it was a little bit of a shut me up gift, you know, because a lot of the community was like, I think a lot of us were definitely speaking out our opinions about it, and like they heard us and they were like, "Oh wow, well we gotta shut them up." So they kind of sent that out, and I was very happy to see that. Like, you know, the fact that they care about their like player base and community is something that I am not used to, and I am very happy for. Like, again, I've always been very outspoken. I've been considered to be outspoken against pay to win. I've always enjoyed talking about the subject in my old game, and people actually like it was odd to see that people considered me as a toxic YouTuber when I am not at all toxic. The issue was that none of the other YouTubers really spoke out against it, but I sort of kind of did. And I tolerated so much of that pay to win. And like they called me toxic. Coming over here to like where there's just a little bit of pay to win and everyone's freaking out, and then like I seem like one of the most chill YouTubers ever. Oh my God, it's crazy. Like, it is an absolutely mind-blowing experience to be here. Like, the roles are reversed, I guess. So, I don't know. You know, I think we need to keep on pushing, of course, to get as many weapons, like, recovered and the free-to-play players can actually use, you know, as possible. And I think we need to keep on talking about it. But, like, I think it's really cool to see like, the ICR1 come back as a extremely cheap weapon. Now, I'm not saying it's a very good one. Like, it's not too good. It's not like meta or anything, but it's a decent weapon. I actually bought it, and I was playing around with it, and I was like, that's pretty cool. It also did get like a recoil buff, so I'm happy that like they gave it a buff before they like put it out to the masses, you know, rather than like just give it a buff and not give it to the masses. Because what if it did become meta, you know? I don't know. Like, it was really cool. And also redeem points. Now, redeem points they're coming. They're like this is like kind of the smaller part of it, I think, because like if you for one of the challenges, like if you completed it, you get redeem points. And so these redeem points, you can get 10 of them, and then you can get like a crate. Like maybe it's one of the gold crates or like platinum crates. Like that was a new feature that they added in with season 3, and I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of loot boxes. Like I just don't like them. Like they're kind of sneaky. Like there's never actually like It's computer generated, okay? It is a computer generated outcome. It's never random. So like I feel like a lot of times these developers can change it to their willing and change it however they want. So, usually you may think it's a chance, but it's not and stuff like that. But redeem points, at least we now have a chance of getting a weapon, like one of the really good weapons. So, yeah, one of the really good weapons with like a skin, even though it's a very small chance, I still think like that's cool. But I don't really think it's practical because it's not like anybody can really get that skin. Like it's such a small chance. Like if they're gonna make us work our asses off for one of those crates and we're never actually gonna get like a freaking epic or legendary weapon, then like I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of meh to me. Like, I know that sounds really greedy again, but like, I don't know. I feel like loot boxes really need to be like taken care of and looked at under a better like inspection because like some of these loot boxes are super expensive. The chances of getting the weapons are so low. It's just I don't know. And I know people will buy them, but like, eh. So that's just my opinion about like loot boxes. But like the redeem codes, they're pretty cool. I like the redeem codes. Uh, but yeah, I think it's cool that they're listening to like the player base and hearing everyone out and being like, okay, we're gonna give out the ICR one, for basically an insanely cheap price. That's practical for everyone. So, I mean, I feel like that's been very underrated in the community. Not very many people have been talking about that. Not well, some YouTubers have, but like I mean, I don't know. It's just really it's invigorating, I guess. It's very because when I came into Call of Duty, it was like for me, I was a little bit like, oh, okay, because I was hearing a lot of YouTubers talking about pay to win, and I was like, oh shoot, here we go again, because I remember from my old game. But like the fact that first of all, there's very little pay to win. It's not to a degree at all of the past game. It's like it's so much better, and the fact that now the like developers are listening to us and like actually putting some of these weapons that we weren't allowed to get out, that's very nice. Now I hope they continue to, and this is not the only weapon. I hope that a lot of these other weapons do eventually come out. What I hope happens is that they have here because at the end of the day, like you can't just have every single oh my goodness, every single weapon's gonna be like for everyone can get it, everyone's gonna have an equal advantage. Guys, I'm sorry, but like this pay to play kind of thing, it's going to be a thing. It's obviously their business model. They're probably not going to change it. I found that the hard way in previous games, but like they're probably not going to change it. It's probably going to continue to be like that, but we have to figure out a way and we have to come up with like ideas and like how can they make this so that first of all of us like and enjoy the game as well as they get their fix of money. You know? Like I personally think what they should do is whenever a new weapon comes out, like, or not always, but like probably like when one or two weapons like come out, have one of them set off to the side for like the pay to win players that want to buy it. And so put into their loot boxes if they want. And then like after like 30 or so days or like 60 days, that weapon comes out to the free players without a skin. But of course, I hope the issue with that is that for that 30 to 60 day time period, what if that weapon is overpowered? So I think they're skating on like thin ice because like what if it does become meta? What if it like is overpowered and completely changes the game and like only pay to win players have it? That's when the game becomes pay to win, guys. So I don't know. I hope what I think they did with the ICR one was very impressive because they had it in its like less powerful version for like the pay to win players that wanted to buy it. And then when it came out as the free version, what they did was they gave a slight boost to its recoil, so now it's actually like decent. So I don't know. Maybe when it comes out to like everyone else, like actually buff it for so that maybe if it does become meta, you just maybe make the first one kind of a little bit slightly underpowered just to ensure that it is not like overpowered. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how that would work out. I'm not a developer. I have no idea. And I'm just happy that I'm just the player that is like happy that this has happened, and I hope that it continues to happen. And I hope that we continue to have weapons that were previously pay to play come out for the free, come out to the masses. I don't know though, but you have to take everything with like you have to celebrate things, because they did not have to do this, okay? They did not have to release this gun to the free-to-play players because again, we don't represent the pay-to-win players, okay? Like the pay-to-win players are who they are going after. But their business model currently, which is a business model that we should really be thankful for, is let's make people happy so that they pay. rather than, you know, let's make them angry at the game so that they pay. It's a lot better business model, and I'm telling you, it's making everyone really happy. So tell me what you guys think, and especially thank you for all the love on the last video. I really want to say thank you for that. You know, it helped me out so much, and I was like, you know, I was feeling a little bit down because like my videos weren't getting like very many views, and they were just dropping off. And then suddenly we had that video, and it went all the way up, and I was like, wow. So lots of support, made me feel all warm and happy inside, and you know, it made me feel, I guess, a little bit more excited about my decision to continue pursuing Call of Duty. I don't know. I just felt like, oh, you know, I can say for a while, like, I said for so long, like, you just gotta block out the hate, block out the hate, block out the hate. But, like, over time, it gets to you. It does not matter, like, it does not matter how or how long, it just gets to you. And, you know, when you're looking at that, and then you're hearing them, and you're hearing people say, oh my goodness, you're nothing without, you know, war bots, you're nothing without that. And then having... and then looking at, like, your views, and then looking at the analytics, and then that's just facts to back up their statement that you are nothing without warbots. And then to have that video, like, go up in views, and then you're like, oh, wow. You know, maybe I am something without warbots. I don't know, it's cool. But, yeah, I can't wait to continue making videos, and it just gave me that, like, drive again, and I was like, yes, and I just remembered exactly why I do YouTube, and that's what this past, like, month has been. It's just been me remembering exactly why I play these games, exactly why I'm doing YouTube, exactly why I'm doing this for you guys, because you guys, like, just make me happy that way. Like, oh my god. It was just like, whoa. I woke up and I look at it and like, oh my goodness, like 4 times as many views, and I was like, wow. I don't know. I shouldn't base it off of views, I guess. It's just, views is just a concept, and it's like, but it's just like imagining like 800 people watching a video, and imagining like 800 people on your lawn, like, it's so, I don't know, it's like a dream. It's like a dream come true, and it's scary as heck, and I try not to think about it, because talking in front of 800 people, it scares the crap out of me, I'm not gonna lie. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video about me ranting on about random stuff and like, yeah, you know, being kamikaze. So, if you could, like and subscribe, of course. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe.